Imagine waking up one day to find that Earth has suddenly stopped spinning. There was no warning, no countdown, just an instant, shocking stillness. At this very moment, our planet is rotating at nearly 1,670 kilometers per hour at the equator. This constant, silent motion is what keeps our oceans stable, our atmosphere balanced, and our everyday lives functioning as we know them. But what if that motion just stopped? If Earth were to halt its spin instantly, everything not firmly anchored to the bedrock would continue moving at that incredible speed. Think about it like being in a car that slams on its brakes, you lurch forward. Now, scale that up to a planetary level. Oceans would surge across continents in massive tsunamis, with waves taller than skyscrapers sweeping through coastal cities. Places like New York, Tokyo, Karachi, and London would be wiped out in mere seconds. The air itself would keep moving, unleashing winds faster than any hurricane ever recorded. These super hurricanes would be strong enough to flatten entire forests, tear buildings apart from their foundations, and strip the very soil from the land. Airplanes in flight would be violently flung from the sky, and the sheer force of the wind would kick up so much dust and debris that it would darken the atmosphere, blocking out the sun and making it nearly impossible to breathe in many regions. The initial moments would be pure, unimaginable chalas. As the dust and water begin to settle, the very shape of our planet would start to change. Earth isn't a perfect sphere. Its rotation causes a slight bulge around the equator. Without that spin, gravity would pull the planet back into a more perfect shape. This would cause the equatorial bulge to collapse, forcing the oceans to migrate toward the poles. Vast regions near the equator would rise out of the water, forming enormous, dry supercontinents of cracked, barren land. Meanwhile, the poles would drown under kilometers of water, permanently and catastrophically rewriting the world map as we know it. The familiar cycle of day and night would also be gone forever. Without rotation, one side of Earth would face the sun for 6 months at a time, while the other side would be plunged into an equally long night. The sun-facing side would become a scorching desert, where temperatures would soar far beyond survivable limits. Oceans would boil and evaporate into the atmosphere, leaving behind vast, empty basins. Life in this searing heat would be impossible. Plunged into 6 months of endless darkness, this hemisphere would freeze solid. Temperatures would drop to unimaginable lows, well below minus 100 degrees Celsius. They would be the last vestiges of life on a planet that had become alien and hostile. Still, Exploring this terrifying scenario is a powerful reminder of how fragile our existence truly is. It reveals how a silent, invisibly force the steady, reliable spin of our planet protects us every single second of every day. It maintains the world we know, the climate we depend on, and the very ground beneath our feet. So, the next time you watch a sunrise or a sunset, take a moment to appreciate that simple, beautiful motion. Earth keeps turning, and because it does, life continues. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this cosmic journey, be sure to like and subscribe for more.